As I sat there in that jail cell, reflecting on my life, the portrait that I'd painted was filled with sin and strife. Then the soldiers led me down the hall. I could hear the angry cries of a crowd assembled, shouting, "Crucify." My verdict had been guilty. They sentenced me to die. The crimes that I'd committed I never could deny. Now I find myself beside this man, and between us they must choose. A cross for one, the other they will lose. I stood there in amazement as they took him away. The chains no longer bind my hands, I'm free to go my way. But the stranger's eyes possessed a love I had never seen before. There stood perfect grace. Now I realize once more. That was my cross. Those were my nails. That should have been my trip up to Calvary, where sin's wages would prevail. Heaven's angels gathered round, waiting for his call. With a word he could bring judgment on them all. But innocence stood silent on that day, as they set me free, but they led him away and nailed him to my cross. Since the sacrifice was made, the message is as real today. For Jesus took my place. He took my place. That was my cross. Those were my nails. That should have been my trip up to Calvary, where sin's wages would prevail. Heaven's angels gathered round, waiting for his call. With a word he could bring judgment on them all. But innocence stood silent on that day, as they set me free, but they led him away and nailed him to my cross.